Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just going to be doing some more OBS stream testing, trying to get my settings dialed in, and I do plan on doing a lot more live streaming now. So because I'm using my AMD Radeon RX 7600 for the AV1 codec, I'm using a different software. Now OBS has been around for a while, but it's not something I've ever had to use because I've always had to use my capture cards in-house software called Rec Central Pro. I'm currently using the AVIMedia Live 4K gamer capture card. Some good news though, they did actually announce that they're going to be bringing out the Live Gamer 2.1, and emphasis on 2.1 meaning there's going to support HDMI 2.1, which would allow pass through 120 Hz 4K or even up to 144 Hz 4K pass through. So that's something I've been waiting on a long time, so I can't wait to give that a try. But for the most part, I'm just trying to gauge the response from you guys, see if the quality is good, if the mic is sounding okay, if the game sound is the right level, if I'm too loud, if everything all in all needs to be good before I start really live streaming. So I want to need you guys to kind of just get involved in the chat, let me know how things look and sound, and I'll kind of just tweak it from there.
You're good.
So
You're good.
I'll just be running some random games and just basically seeing what the quality is like.
See you around.
I'm not too sure why my OSD is not up. I'll quickly cancel this one very quickly. Sometimes with the Final Fantasy benchmark, if you have your MSI Afterburner open and then you come out of the benchmark early, sometimes you have to restart MSI Afterburner for it to work again. I'm not too sure why that is. It's a bit weird. Keyboard abuser says, yeah, mic is calm. That's good. And Shaffer says mic volume is a bit low. Can always fix that. Give me a second.
You're good. You're good.
So it should be a little bit louder now.
You're
Just adjusted the gain a little bit.
And stop.
Anyway, so now my OSD is back. So I'm just going to be running a few benchmarks, just several games just to gauge the image quality. So I think I may settle on 1440p at 13 megabytes per second, just to try and minimize drop frames as much as I can. So far though, the stream is looking healthy. I dropped 1 or 2 frames though, which is always the case when you first start a stream, but after that it does kind of level out. But I'm getting close to what it should be. I bought a boom arm and I bought a shock mount as well, just so the mic position is just a little bit better and so you guys can hear me a bit more clearly. And also with the shock mount to absorb any vibrations from my desk. Sometimes I'm switching from keyboard to control pad, and then I put the control pad down and you guys can kind of hear that through the desk mount that I was using earlier. So the shock mount and the boom arm should help reduce that. I'm also going to do a bit more noise suppression. So I've got a bit installed already, but I'm going to put some more in just to kind of reduce any echoing that you might be hearing. And then going forward, I'll be trying to do a bit more live streaming. I'm going to try and do 3 live streams a week if I can, but I don't like to commit to things because often I have to change things during the week, but we'll see how that goes. Schaefer says, watching from my ultra-wide stream looks crisp. It's good to hear. What resolution is your ultra-wide? Is it 3440 by 1440 or is it something different? But yeah, using OBS seriously for the first time, I have to say it's come a long way. There's so much more options now. And obviously I've been doing a lot of research this week because, you know, there's a lot of good videos online.
Thanks, buddy.
And the amount of things you can do to improve the quality of your your mic and image quality is insane. So it's amazing how this software is actually free. I know it's called OBS for a reason, Open Broadcast Suite or software, whatever it's called, Studio now. But something this good, you really should have to pay for it. I wouldn't be surprised if one day they give you like a little charge for a premium service or something. Shaper says 3440 by 1440, that's good. Another good thing I like about the OBS streams is once the stream is complete and YouTube finishes kind of transcoding it to VP9, don't know why they do that. When I used to do it on my capture card, it used to, once the streams were saved, it used to downgrade it to 30 FPS for some reason. But with the OBS live streams, they remain at 60 FPS, so that's a massive change. Shape said, does YouTube support AV1 HDR streaming? I actually haven't looked into HDR streaming. That's a good question. I'll have to check that out. But I'm just trying to take it one step at a time. So once I get the OBS settings dialed in and everything's perfectly stable and you guys are happy with it, then we can start kind of moving on to more advanced things like HDR. Ghost Knight 4, how you doing? Says, so do I need to stream this on AV1 to see the difference, or VP9 is fine? VP9 is fine. Honestly, you'd have to look side by side to really see the difference, but even when you stream to AV1 on YouTube at the moment, they change it to VP9 anyway, so it wouldn't make a difference. Honestly, the main advantage for AV1 is really just the bit rate being a lot more efficient, and obviously the file size not being as big. So if you've got like a really high quality upload speed, like 40 megabytes per second or above, you can really just get away with using H.265 and like a really high bit rate. You don't have to use AV1, but it's just a lot more convenient for people that don't have really high upload speeds. I mean, my upload speed's fine. It could be a lot better, but I'm just waiting for the infrastructure in my area to be upgraded so I can actually get super fast Wi-Fi. I mean broadband. Because I got fiber optic, of course, but there's super fast fiber which allows like crazy speeds. And as soon as that's available in my area, I'll be upgrading to that straight away. Okay, I wonder what kind of score I'm going to be getting. Okay. You know what? I think that's the highest score I've ever got. 17,277. So like my RTX 4090, I've kind of found a sweet spot for it. I don't really need to push it to 3 gigahertz anymore, and I don't really need to push the memory all the way up to like 1350 megahertz either. So I found some really good settings. I'm actually going to save this score. This is the highest score I think I've ever got since I've started using this benchmark. So that's kind of an achievement. So save that. Yeah, and that's my highest score. It's insane. I'm just going to read some of the comments. David Chen says, max upload speed is 1150 bitrate for me. I'm thinking of getting a Spectrum Ultra for 20 megabytes per second. Okay. I mean, with AV1, the amount of bitrate is not so crucial because it still looks pretty good. I think someone was doing an experiment. You can actually get away with doing 4K as low as 6 megabytes per second, which is insane. So you don't need a massive amount of bandwidth. So normally with YouTube, I think H.264, you need recommended for 4K 60, 20 megabytes per second. But with AV1, you can get away with 13 recommended, but you can get away as low as 6 and it still looks passable. So I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it any lower than 10, but people say you can if you want. So if you got an AV1 live stream in support, you can experiment and see how good it turns out for you. David Chen says, I'm going to benchmark Final Fantasy 15 in a minute. Yeah, you can try and beat my score if you want. I'm going to run the Endwalker one now. I'm just trying to gauge image quality at the moment, really. It's not something I'd actually play. I've got nothing against MMORPGs, I just don't really have the time for them, to be honest. So this is going to be at 4K with a maximum preset, so let's see how I do. Keyboard Abuser says, are you going to be using DLSS or nah? No, I just use native 4K. Honestly, I only use DLSS when it's necessary, and usually that's in ray tracing scenarios. If the game doesn't really support ray tracing, usually the RTX 4090 is good enough to get a decent frame rate at 4K. The only exception is things like The Last of Us. Even without ray tracing, it's still pretty demanding. So the DLSS implementation on that game is pretty good as well, so it kind of makes sense to use it. But generally I prefer to play at native if I can get away with it. Schaefer says, what bitrate are you streaming at now? I'm streaming at 13 megabytes per second at 1440p. So guys, in terms of audio, when I'm speaking, can you hear me clearly over the game? I'm interested in that. I need to make sure the audio levels are correct. Even though some games are louder than some, I just kind of want to get a general idea of where it is. So am I too loud or is the game too loud? Just let me know what you guys think and I can make the adjustments. Keyboard Abuser says, not gonna lie, it's calm for me. Thanks for the feedback. Schaefer says, bruh, it looks quite good for that low bit rate. B.L Tech says, you sound good, bro. Thanks for the feedback, appreciate it. Dover Pie says, it's Final Fantasy 14 your favorite MMO. Are you also looking forward to part 2 of the Final Fantasy 7 remake? Both mic and game audio sounds good. Thanks for the feedback. To answer your question, Dover Pie, I have never played an MMORPG like in any serious capacity. So when you say is Final Fantasy 14 my favorite MMO, I don't actually have a favorite MMO. The only one I've actually played a little bit was Black Desert, but I never really played that very seriously. In terms of the second part of the Final Fantasy remake, yes, I'm definitely looking forward to that. And the moment that comes on PC, I'll be getting it. I'm looking forward to trying out what's it called? Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart when that comes to PC next month. So there's a few things coming up that I'm interested in. BL Tech says levels for me at least are spot on. That's what I like to hear. This is the kind of feedback I need, so I can just save those profiles and put a nice little padlock on that source so I never mess it up. Of course I can make slight adjustments if necessary. Sometimes games like Cyberpunk, when the music's playing when you're traveling in a vehicle, it's kind of overbearing, so in some games I may need to tweak it just a little bit, but it's nothing I can't do manually. So this benchmark's pretty CPU limited. I know I've got an i9 3900K with DDR5 running at 7400 mega transfers, but even then, still not enough to keep 100% GPU utilization at all times. In terms of the smoothness of the stream, guys, is it smooth for you or is it choppy? Just let me know how it looks to you. Because on my end, of course, it looks perfect, but I just need to know what you guys can see. Keyboard abuser says proper smooth for me. Thanks for the feedback, appreciate it. So usually I'll get a much higher score than that, but because I've got my on-screen display on and it's not the perfect scenario for me to try to get my maximum score, but even then I still got over 30,000, so that's still a decent score. That's not a score I'm going to save. I've definitely achieved higher, but just checking the image quality. This is something I watch back in my own time. Just going to read a few more comments. Dover Pie says, oh, that's fair enough. I recently got into Final Fantasy 14 and I'm really enjoying it so far. Guild Wars 2 is still my top MMO to play. Looks nice and smooth on my end. Thanks for the feedback. I really appreciate that. Okay, so I think I'm going to play a game now. That's enough benchmarking. I'm trying to think what to play. Let's see now. Let's just open up Steam. Let's go through my library. See what I've got installed. Okay. So maybe I'll play The Last of Us. That's an interesting one. See if it runs nice and stable now. Actually, no, we got new drivers, so it's gonna want to do shader cache building and everything. So I may have to chill in the main menu for a little while. But apparently shader caching is a lot quicker now, so we'll have to see. Dover Pie says, and as for part 2 PC port, well, most likely be waiting another year or two for that to arrive. I have a feeling Epic will get it first as a timed exclusive. They did the last time, didn't they? But they wanted like £70 for it, which was absolutely ridiculous. Just give me a second so I can plug in my PlayStation 5 control pad. Okay, so it's just building shaders at the moment, so just give it a moment, because anytime you install new drivers, this game will have to build the shaders all over again. But luckily they've optimized that quite a bit now, so it builds a lot faster. I can show you the stats. You can see my i9 3900K hard at work all the way into the 80-degree range, because it's really pushing it, using around 250 watts almost. Let's have a look at the settings there while that's doing. So in terms of the settings, the game only supports borderless window mode. So display resolution is 3840 by 2160, but because of DLSS, the render resolution will be 2560 by 1440. And I'll be using DLSS at quality. Usually I don't use DLSS, but because it's so good in this game, it actually makes sense to use it. And in terms of graphics, everything will be maxed out at ultra. The game's literally maxed out. I'll try to go through all the settings and you guys can see. I haven't played the game in a while, so I need to kind of remember the controls as soon as I'm able to jump into a game. So 30% of the shaders have been built. So I remember the day one it came out, some people had to wait for the shaders to build for over 30 minutes. So it's definitely a lot faster now. James says, hey, bang for buck, I'm looking to swap my 7900 XTX out for a 1490 between the PNY XLR8, I think they wanted you to pronounce that Accelerate, and the MSI Gaming X Trio. Which one should I go with? I'm limited by my O11Ds. Oh, so that's like the Lee and Lee, isn't it? The Lee and Lee case. That one's pretty popular. Clearance specs. I actually don't have much experience with the Accelerate from the PNY, but PNY is a solid brand. They've been around for a very, very long time. I actually owned a PNY GTX 260, I think, back in the day. So they've been around for a long time. So, you know, I've got confidence in PNY being a solid brand in terms of warranty and things. But I think the Trio looks really, really good, and it's not much different from the Suprim X. The Suprim X has a few differences in terms of hardware, in terms of like the MOSFETs and the power delivery, but roughly most RTX 4090s clock the same. I think Steve from Hardware Unboxed did a really, really good comparison between the two cards. So if you're interested in what you're potentially losing by not getting a Suprim X rather than the Trio, you should check that video out. But if it was my money, if the choice was mine, I would go with the MSI Trio, just because I've got a good experience with MSI. This is the first, actually it's not the first MSI graphics card I bought, but it's the first one I bought in a while. The last one I owned was my 1080 Ti, and that was pretty good. But yeah, the Suprim X is absolutely amazing for the 4090 at least. Really, really quiet fans, cools really, really well. It looks amazing. It's literally almost a perfect card. So the shaders are now at 78%. So I know I'm boring you guys to death, but I'll jump straight in as soon as I'm able. So yeah, I think this game is on patch 1.05 now. So they've literally brought out 5 patches since the game came out. I'm not too sure why they couldn't have just spent more time and just optimized the game before launching, because they run the risk of just tarnishing their own brand. But it seems that a lot of these devs just want the general public to do all of the bug squashing, and then they kind of take it from there. So it's a bit of a bad way to do things in my opinion, but that seems to be the way people are doing it. James says, thanks, I've been happy with the 7900 XTX, but I cover games for a living, and so I try to have both an AMD and NVIDIA system. My new laptop has a 6800M, so I'm swapping on my desktop. I'm looking forward to getting full use of my 4K 160 screen. Okay. Yeah, I always tend to, I do this as a hobby obviously, but I like to have one NVIDIA system and one AMD system as well. So my all AMD system has a Sapphire Nitro Plus, Vapor X, 7900 XTX, and it also has the AMD Ryzen 9 7900X 3D. I think I have the Asus Strix X670EF Wi-Fi, and I have 32 gigabytes of G-Skill 6400 megahertz, which I'm running at 6000 megahertz because there's some limitations with the maximum speed you can run with AMD CPUs. And yeah, it's a really, really decent system. And of course, I've got this beast that I'm playing with now, the Intel and NVIDIA system as well. You know, it's quite a tribal affair. Some people will only buy from one brand. I've never really felt that way. For me, it's all about what performs the best and what can I afford. And the rest of it's just more of curiosity of how image quality looks, what features they've got, etc. So I kind of try to have both if I can. Bot Life Gamer says, back to your 4090, huh? I never left my 4090, so I'm not really sure what you mean by that. I've always used my 4090. That's my daily and main system. That's no secret. But I own both, so, and I use both, so, you know, I do videos for both systems so people can get a look at what the performance is like if they were interested in purchasing a like-for-like system. There's 3% more now, and then I can jump into the game. It's a lot quicker, obviously, but it still takes quite a while. Even with a good CPU like mine, the 3900K is doing a really good job, but it still takes a hell of a long time to cache all the shaders for this game. Bot Live Gamer says, not from yesterday. What do you mean? Yesterday, I did 2 live streams with my 4090 yesterday. What do you mean back to my 4090? I really don't understand your comment. Okay, I think, yeah, we're ready. So what's building now is just the DLC left behind, so I don't really care about that. I'm just going to continue with the game now. Put my on-screen display back up so you guys can see the performance. I'm just going to move this mouse cursor out of the way because I'm not going to be using the mouse. I'm going to be using the PlayStation DualSense pad, basically the PlayStation 5 pad. James says, I'm hoping that RDNA 4 will be really good now that AMD got chiplets worked out. Yep, I think this is their first crack at chiplets, so, you know, they've done an alright job, but I think they probably know they can do better, so we'll see what they do. Man, I'm in a bad situation here. I've got literally 0 health, and I've got no bullets. Let's take care of the health situation first, at least heal up. Sorry, I just accidentally hit my mic there. Okay, so we need to get some ammo. There's nothing I can use nearby. Just gonna grab this dude. How's he not seen me? Okay, at least I got a melee weapon. So Bot4Life says, I thought you were on the 7600 yesterday. Maybe it was the day before. So I bought the 7600 this week, and I did an unboxing. Then I did a comparison with my RTX 3050, and then I use what I'm doing. So I've got 2 PCs. This is my streaming PC has the RX 7600, and that's what I'm using the AV1 codec right now to stream. So maybe you're confused about what I'm using to play the game and what I'm using to stream. I've got a dual streaming PC setup. I think that's the best way to stream. Damn it. Come on, Joel, take the bullets. Okay. Nice. Wish I had some more ammo. But I don't. I wonder if this guy does.
Where the fuck did you... There you are.
We ain't got time for mercy right now. Okay. Got some shotgun bullets though.
That was good.
Well, thank you, Joel.
Nah, so I do have like 14 shotgun bullets, so there's no need to go all Solid Snake and do all of this stealthy stuff. The stealth is good in this game though, but I'd rather go in all guns blazing. It's a lot more entertaining. Let's grab some resources. Get out. I'm just gonna quickly check my inventory, see if I've got any ammo with any other guns. None of my handguns have ammo. Just the shotgun. Okay, let's get out of here. I just want to check around here. Just make sure there's nothing that I'm missing. Okay, let's move this.
Alright, let's get underneath it. Fucking open it! Go!
Oh, damn.
Away! There! They're running to the bridge!
We better get the hell out of here.
Go! Go!
I haven't played this game in so long, I forgot the buttons. Ah, come on, Joel. Too slow.
Run! How many bullets do you have left?
They're gonna kill us.
What other choice do we have?
We jump.
No, it's too high and you can't swim. I'll boost you up, you run past them.
You'll keep me afloat.
Ellie!
No time to argue.
Ellie! Damn it! Ah!
Yeah, I agree with you, Dover Pie, that the HBO series is absolutely awesome. I was just so impressed with Pedro Pascal's performance, Bella Ramsey's performance as well.
He's awake.
Because the only thing I've really ever saw her in was Game of Thrones as, you know, the little lady Mormont.
He's good.
So this was like me watching her really for the first time really act. And yeah, she can act, man.
Henry,
Get back,
hey,
son.
hey. He's pissed, but he's not gonna do anything.
You sure about that?
Stop!
Joel?
He left us to die out there.
No, you had a good chance of making it, and you did. But coming back for you meant putting him at risk. Stay back. If it was the other way around, would you have come back for us? I saved you.
He saved me too. We would have drowned.
It's fine, I'm okay. You know, for what it's worth, I'm really glad we spotted you. Now, that radio tower, it's on the other side of this cliff. Okay? Place is gonna be full of supplies. You're gonna be really happy you didn't kill me.
We'll see about that.
Hey, we're gonna search this area. See what we come up with.
I think the Henry and Sam episode was pretty well done as well in the HBO series.
Yeah.
I think that was like episode 5. I'm not too sure.
Hey, maybe we can find something in that boat over there.
Way ahead of you, kid.
You gotta believe me on this thing, alright?
Thanks for the feedback. Raul says it looks really good. Yeah, AV1's sufficient. So for those who don't know, I'm streaming at 1440p via OBS at 13 megabytes per second. And honestly, you don't even need that much at this resolution, but it still looks really good.
First time on a boat.
Well, it's a little bit different in the water.
One step at a time.
Alright, see if there's anything we can use down here. Doesn't look like it. Oh no, let's get out of here. And there's something over here I can use. Melee weapon. and some handgun ammo. Only 3 bullets though.
Can't go this way.
For a second there, I thought you might shoot him.
Yeah, almost dead.
They're all right. I think it's good to have them around.
I think you're right.
Alright, let's go back.
Did everyone have boats back then?
I had a 60-foot yacht.
Really?
No.
Sarcasm. Making progress.
Screen too dark. It is nighttime. It's meant to be dark. What was you expecting?
Hey, Ellie! I think we found something.
Let's go see what it is.
Game looks absolutely fantastic on my Samsung S9 5B QD OLED.
Hey, I bet this goes all the way through. Give me a hand with this.
Boss Tube says stream looks great. Thanks for the feedback. I appreciate it.
All right, same time. Come on.
Let's do it.
All right, come on, kids, go. All right, you go in. Okay.
Hey, flashlights out. Sam, stay close.
As you can see, I know a lot of people complaining about the performance. It has improved. And with DLSS at quality at 4K, it really does perform more than acceptable at this point. I mean, I've got a 120 Hz 4K display and I'm exceeding my refresh rate, so I'm happy with that. Let's go this way then. Station Play says, "What's up, brother? Just wanted to say thanks for all the content. Love it. Keep up the good work. Appreciate the support. And thanks for tuning in. And thanks for watching all. Always appreciate the support, guys. Come on, Ellie. Get through here."
If you can get it open, I can crawl through and clear that door. Oh, yeesh. That is a big rat.
Raul says, "You have the S9 5B. Give me." Nah, man. You gotta put down some dough if you want one of those. I had to stack for that. I ain't about to give it away.
And voila.
Good job, kid. Joel's such a moody guy, man. He never praises her for anything, but that's just the way he is. He's been through a lot. We all know his story by now. But yeah. I mean, a few words of encouragement here and there wouldn't go amiss.
Well, I don't know. We're just gonna have to see how everything pans out.
So I'm gone a few months, and the world doesn't waste any time going to. I can't even swear on the stream. Trying to keep it clean. Everywhere you turn, there's infected. Non-infected trying to kill you. Mankind is back to the food chain. Back on the food chain. Baby, I'm kind of shocked and I've survived this long. PCU seem pretty safe. Limited exit entrances make it easier to defend. And if anyone gets in here, I can lose them in the maze. I might not be tough, but I'm quick. Maybe just need to bide my time down here until it all gets sorted up there. I think I'll become a sewer mole man for a while. Wish me luck. Ish. So you'll find all of these stories or just like notes from Ish throughout the whole story, throughout the whole game. And if you actually read all of them, it actually paints quite a, kind of gives you an idea of what was going on. So yeah, it is worth actually taking the time to read them. Boss Tube says, "What's your bit rate?" Looks awesome. My bit rate at the moment is 13 megabytes per second. I'm currently streaming at 1440p. Of course, I'm using AV1, so 13 megabytes per second goes a long way with this codec. The only thing about AV1 on YouTube, yes, it's possible, but YouTube will eventually change this to VP9. So if you're gonna check the stats for nerds or whatever that thing is, it will say VP9 at the end, but it is being streamed in AV1. Okay, so we open the door. She climbed through. Let's go the other way now. Station Play says my first computer was Macintosh. I think I had like a proper old Windows 95, and you could even set up the OS with floppy disks. That's how there was like, I think there was like 6 different floppy disks to complete the OS installation back in the day, and that was like my first home PC, and it was terrible. I remember playing like some really like, I used to buy the PC Gamer magazines, and this is going back years. I was really young when my mum used to go to Asda every Saturday for like the weekly shop, and I was always allowed to pick up like a PC Gamer magazine, and it would always have like a CD-ROM with demos on it. And I used to play all of the little crappy demos that was on there, and the PC was so crap you could barely do more than 8-bit color. Anyway, I need to find the thing for Ellie to float on, obviously. I think it's stuck at the moment.
Look,
Okay.
generator.
Okay. Now we just got to find a way to get over there. Let's get in.
Y'all wait there.
Alright, let's find that thing for Ellie so she can help me out. What's this? Yeah, I should probably get up, get some air.
Henry, give it a shot.
All right.
Yeah, I should be able to get through now.
I'm gonna have a look. You keep an eye out.
Mike Miles 84 says, "Hey Bang for What Gamer, how are you, mate? Stream looks great from 130 or 1300 kilometers away on a 2K monitor. Do you have Plague Tale Requiem installed just to see how it runs?" Yeah, I actually do have that game installed, so I'll play this for a little bit longer, then I'll try to play that after. I don't mind playing that actually. That's actually a good suggestion, so I'll check that out in a moment. Okay, so I've got that thing for Ellie now. I think I can use a shiv to get through here. Ah, hell no. I haven't played this game in a while, so I can't even remember the controls, man. I just panicked there. I gotta do better than that, though. That was terrible. That was very, very noobish. Okay, let's prepare. See if I can build anything that I can use to kill this. This will work. Okay, let's get this equipped. Literally forgot all the buttons on this game. Is there like a brick or something I can use? Screw it, I'll just shoot it. Let it come and follow me. Come on. You know I'm here now. Oh, hell no.
Yeah. Still in one piece.
Was that the only one that was in here? Station Play says, "Oh nice. Yeah, my Mac 2SI was 1995. Man, that's going back." I remember Mac was such a big deal because they just didn't crash like Windows at the time. That's not such a big deal anymore. Windows is pretty solid. Still get BSODs. Obviously if you got issues, but it's not something that's very common. So the system OS doesn't crash kind of thing doesn't really, it's not so much of a selling point anymore. Yesterday I met some people that did not want to shoot me on site. Shocking, I know. We traded some supplies and went on our merry way. They had kids with them and they seemed pretty scared. I almost told them about this place. What if they're like others? What if? You know what? I don't care. What's the point of surviving if you don't have someone to laugh at your corny jokes? Tomorrow I'm going to search for them, see if they want to join me in here. Ish. So Ish was all in here on his own until obviously just trying to kind of recruit a team. Anyway, let's get this this floating panel back to Ellie so we can kind of get out of here. I think I already threw it in the water. Yeah, I did. Carl Ruggles says, hey, bang for buck. Looks good. Thanks for the feedback. I appreciate it. Station Play says, yeah, my friend had a Dell. We played Doom on all the time. Yeah, Doom was awesome, man. Honestly, like when I was younger, I was more of a console gamer than anything, but when I was able to get my first PC, things changed, man. Yeah, just a different experience. Come on, Ollie, get on.
Oh, there you go. That's smart.
I can't wait to get out of this place.
Rule says, Rise of the Triad. Great time to be a kid in the 90s. Yeah, I remember that. That was awesome. Those were the days. I was just about able to play Sonic 3D on my terrible machine with its onboard graphics. I remember seeing a 3D Effects Voodoo graphics card at a car boot sale for the first time, and I was just fascinated by it. But I didn't understand like interfaces. I think back then it wasn't even AGP, it was like a SCSI port, something like that. I didn't understand any of it, but I understand all of it now though. Okay, let's get up and get across.
Come on.
Yeah, I think PC gaming, at least from the kind of custom side of it, it's a lot more accessible now because when I was, well, at least when I went to college to do my IT apprenticeship, we were still using IDE drives. There wasn't, SATA was just brand new as a format, and we were still using graphics cards with AGP ports. So PCI Express was just kind of coming in, and yeah, a lot of things has changed. Oh shit, I think I meant to get across. How do I do that now? Or I think Thing is meant to pull me up actually. Yeah, my bad. I haven't played this game in so long, I forgot what I was supposed to do.
I gotta say, I'm impressed with you two.
We're pros at this by now.
I remember playing Command and Conquer Red Alert for the first time.
What's up with this?
You think there's people inside?
Maybe.
Are we really going in there?
No other choice.
It's a trap.
A what?
It's a sort of alarm.
I don't hear anything.
As someone used to live here. Don't look like that's the case anymore.
Who would stay in here?
Someone who thought they could keep a place like this safe.
Carl says, first was Windows 3.1. Those were the days. Remember, shareware those CDs in magazines. I loved the mags. Same station place that I tried to take on the PlayStation. I think boot was great. I remember, I think even when I was like, I don't know what you guys have in the US system, but in the UK education system, you start at like year 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Same with the post over there.
And I think I was in like
Ready?
Okay, do it.
year 3, I think it was. No, year 5 actually. And the PCs back then,
Down, buddy. Okay.
it was really old. You had to like boot your system. You had to boot your program from DOS. So if you wanted to use Word, you had to literally load Word from DOS. So if you wanted to use Paint, you had to load. There wasn't like an OS where you could pick anything you wanted. You had to load everything from DOS with like a command line. Imagine doing that as like a youngster that's like 9 or 8 years old, man. That's crazy. But that's the kind of era I grew up in. So I've seen everything change. I'm old enough to see everything change. Okay, what am I supposed to be doing here? Am I meant to pull a lever or something? I haven't been paying attention because I've been like reading comments and stuff. Have a look around. Never been into World of Warcraft. I know it's a massively popular game, but it's never really appealed to me, to be honest. Yeah, I just got myself a new weapon there. This is the way we came in. Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. Just kind of got to find my way through this part.
You hear that?
And this is where we get separated. There's a lot of them coming. Yeah, I see them. Waiting for them to get a bit closer. And took that clicker down in one.
Well, I guess we know what happened to these people.
Seeing how there was a clicker, they've been gone for a while.
We keep moving forward. All we can do is hope there aren't any more of them. Yeah, I know.
I think this part's actually kind of challenging because there's a lot of... You're in a situation where loads of infected try to basically run up on you. I think this was... Hey Susan, just wanted to drop you a quick line and say these rain catchers were a great idea. Super smart to gather water without leaving the place. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the kids a couple of water guns, so of course I've been drenched all day. If you don't want them to have it, let me know and I'll take them back. See you at dinner tonight. Fair warning though, Kyle is making his special meatloaf again, ish. Looks like he was having a good time. He found some other survivors and now he's got like a little community that he's living with. Yeah, I think that's all I can get from there. Nothing else I can use. And see if there's anything I can make that can help out, like 2 med packs, some Molotovs, and a shiv. That'll do. Okay, I think that's it. Let's go over this side and see what we can find. I'm gonna load all my weapons as well. See how many guns I have. This has got 2 bullets and only 2 bullets. Let's see if my rifle has any bullets. No, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm pretty limited when it comes to ammo, it seems. Okay. I think I'm going the right direction. Easy to get turned around in this game if you don't pay attention.
Hey,
I think
you think
this is
that'll
where we
help?
get separated.
Sam! Yeah, I'm cool.
That was me. I must have triggered some kind of safety gate or something. Henry, see if we can lift this.
So, this is awkward.
Yeah, I know. It's like every time.
Hey, this thing isn't budging, man.
Just go. Get out of here.
Sam, you stay close to him.
Henry, we gotta fucking move!
You keep him safe. Go!
They're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I know.
All right, come on, kid. See if we can find a way out of here, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, I found some good stuff. This moment's pretty challenging, like loads of infected coming. So it's going to get pretty hectic. Hopefully I stay alive. Keep going forward.
See that?
Yeah,
Stay behind me.
and clicker.
Run, you run.
Okay. Got a few more on the way. Took them all down. This is like my new game plus. My weapons are slightly upgraded. I don't need to shoot as many. We've got 3 shotgun shells left though. Feeling a little bit vulnerable. That one just snuck up on me out of nowhere. I didn't even realize it was there. Doug McBride says, are you running this at 4K Ultra settings? Ray tracing? I don't think this game has ray tracing. But I don't mind showing the settings very quickly. There is a lot of them to go through. But basically, I'm running everything maxed out with DLSS at quality. So essentially, the game is being upscaled from 1440p. As you can see, the render resolution is 1440p, but then the final pixel count is 4K. It's slightly more demanding than native 1440p, for those who are wondering. I actually did a measurement. The difference is around 13 to 15 FPS difference. So if you play that native 1440p, you'll actually get better performance, but it actually looks really good compared to native. I think Hardware Unboxed did a really good video showing that off. I'm just going to quickly show you the graphics settings I'm using. I don't believe this game supports ray tracing. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've played it. Yeah, it's all screen spaced. I don't see anything about ray tracing. Real-time clouds and shadow reflections. Yeah, I don't see anything ray traced. It's all like screen space. Anyway, I'll try not to die this time. And if I do die, I'll play Plague's Tale Requiem just for a few moments, and then I'll end the stream because I need to watch this back and see how things are. Was it smooth? I need to see how I sounded and everything like that. But from the feedback I've got from you guys, things seem to be okay. So it's all been positive so far. Oh, come on. Oh man, forgot to press triangle for the shiv. Okay, if I die one more time, I'll end the game. I'm really only playing this to test. I've already beat the game, of course, but it's more of just to to see how it looks and see how it performs. We know this game had a very, very rocky launch, but they've worked a little, done a little work. I think 5 patches have came out now, and it's starting to run a lot better. It's a lot more accessible for a lot more people. There was a lot of VRAM limitations, which have now been resolved, so it's all looking good. Just gonna need to keep my distance this time. Try not to get surrounded. See, that one thought it was slick coming to my left. I'm a lot more quicker with the trigger this time. Got this one trying to. Oh man, terrible. Okay, thanks for that ammo. I think I'm gonna switch to a handgun. See if there's any ammo around here that I can use. Nope, let's keep it moving. Okay, it's dead. Hell off me. There's a lot of these damn infected down here.
You did it.
We're gonna keep going. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need some ammo. Come fast. Station places. Shotgun is awesome in this game. It is, especially when it's fully upgraded. I can climb over here, but I'd rather just keep heading forward and see what I can collect. Chemicals. The Molotov cocktails are the most useful for this part because you can just start a fire and just take down the clickers pretty much straight away.
This place. It's like a classroom. Why couldn't they keep it safe?
Not now.
Carl Rugel says sorry for the treating like it's like a chat room. It's nice to find old school folks that talk about the good old days. No, that's fine. You guys can crack on. You know, it is social media after all, so you don't have to stay on code or stay on any kind of specific subject. As long as you're not offending anyone, it's fine. Okay, let's see. Feel like I'm missing vital pickups, but it is what it is. I'm just going to try and get out of this bit so I can play a Plague Tale Requiem. Some more ammo at least.
Bet there were a lot of them here. People, I mean.
Looks like it.
Yeah, they had the proper housing. Anyway, see if I can build anything. Just a smoke bomb, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the most useless thing I can build. Okay. Hopefully I'm going the right way. I think I am. Okay, we've been here before. This is how I got in here, so definitely going the wrong way. So, guess we just climb up. Then we go down this way or straight through this door. I'm not too sure. It's one out of two. There's so many multiple choice areas you can go. I think I've already been in here though. Yeah. So maybe to my left. Where does this take me? There's another door here, but that's not accessible. Guess this is where the bathroom was. And okay, we haven't been here yet, so I guess I'm heading in the right direction.
You think you can knock that ladder down?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, found the right way to go.
There we go.
Good job, kid.
Okay, can you hear Ellie?
Come on.
George, that's them. Sam!
Oh, thank God. Going, over there.
Sam!
Run! There's too many of them!
I don't think that's gonna hold.
Maybe if we push it together.
Sam! He just crawled through.
He what? Sam, what the hell are you doing? Getting us out of here. Well, hurry up then.
All right, go.
So did
Let's go.
no one had a presence of mind to lock this back? Come on, man. Could have saved yourself so much trouble. Gonna quickly check in here. Surely there's some stuff that I can use. Nice. Do with some ammo.
Here, give me a boost. I can get through that window.
Open it from the other side.
Make it fast.
Come
I
on,
think this
Sam.
when all the clickers come.
I'm not staying in here. What about you? I'll be fine. Come on, go.
Get ready.
Here we go.
And this thing takes forever to reload. Oh man, I missed miserably with that. Well, let's get out of here.
Move. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, I survived.
Fresh air. Look at this.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Thanks for the warning on the other side, guys.
So where's this tower?
We're close. Come on, let's go.
Kinoko says hello. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, how you doing, little man?
That was a close one, huh?
Yeah, not one of our finest moments, but we made it out. Yeah.
Okay, so as you can see, The Last of Us seems to be playing pretty well nowadays. It's nice to see that they've improved stability. I remember when I was...
Yep, what'd I tell you, huh?
Let's find a way around to it.
I remember when I was playing it previously, it used to crash so often. It hasn't crashed yet, so that's good.
Business as usual, right? When I was with Henry, I took out a couple of infected by myself. You'd be proud.
Yeah.
Okay, let's grab some stuff. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave this game here, and I'll try out a Plague Tale Requiem. So I'm just going to quit back to my desktop. And let's try something else. Let's see now. Plague Tale. My Xbox app. I think I've got it installed. I'm not too sure. Gotta check. Yeah, I've got it installed. Got Gears 5 installed as well, and Forza. And I got Wolong as well, but I haven't played it in a while. It doesn't play that well. I don't think I've played it in a while, so I got to sync up my data. Thing about when you're playing so many games, you kind of forget all your controls, so I'm gonna have to kind of get back used to the game again. Now have a quick look at the settings. 1 second. I don't remember what file. This is the one I'm continuing with. So in terms of settings, I'm going to be playing at 3840 by 2160. No real need to use DLSS, but why not? May as well. Frame generation works pretty well on this game, so I'm going to be using that. And everything else we can just max out. I don't like motion blur, so I'm turning that off. Ray trace shadows, may as well use them. I remember there was an issue with this game. Sometimes when you enable ray tracing, it crashes, but it's okay now. Okay, that's pretty much it. Just gonna apply all of this and get straight into the game.
Soldiers turned bad. That doesn't sound good.
Hey, Crow! Anybody want some roasted bird?
Up there.
So hide from this guy.
You just shot a dead body, you idiot! Oh, come on! They moved right when I shot! Stop playing and keep your eyes open. Or you'll be explaining to Arno why we're empty-handed when he arrives.
No spoilers, guys. I haven't played this to the end yet. I've heard things though. I heard it's pretty brutal. I thought the scene when you were in the when you were getting chased by the guys that own the beehives was pretty brutal, but I heard at the end is even worse.
What was that? Trespassers here!
Oh, damn it. To run. Okay. Go under here and hide. You can kind of do this to break the pursuit. Some massive frame spikes though, which wasn't too good. I'm gonna hide under here for now. Hopefully they don't find us. I haven't played this game in a while, so I have to kind of get back into it. I've forgotten most of the controls, but I'll work it out on the way. Okay, I think we might be safe once this guy jumps out. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, frame generation is almost like the equivalent to interpolation, almost. But the main thing is, as long as you have a half decent frame rate before using it, it actually feels okay. So if you're getting around 60 FPS and then you use frame generation, it still feel good. It will still feel good. I can't see properly, so if I go out there, I might get seen. There's that archer guy there. Just gonna wait for him. It's not looking this direction, so let's go. Gotta be quick though. My Xbox 360 pads are rattling away on my desk. Let me just move that. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, you'll get a slight bump in the latency, that's correct.
Soldiers turn bad. That doesn't sound...
But if you're curious to see how it performs without it, I'm happy to turn it off. So let's see. Frame generation. Let's turn that off and just use normal DLSS. So as you can see, even without frame generation, you still get decent performance.
You just shot a dead body, idiot!
What was that?
Who's there? Get over here! We've got intruders.
How the hell did they see me? How the hell did I get seen? I think I got to stay perfectly still at that point. I'll try this again. I'm really out of practice on this game, so I know I suck, but I'll get better.
Soldiers turn bad. That doesn't sound good.
Crows! Anybody want some roasted bird?
Archer, up there.
You just shot a dead body, you idiot! Oh, come on! They moved right when I shot! Stop fighting and keep your eyes
But wait for the archer to turn away, then I can kind of sneak away.
while we're empty-handed when he arrives.
Okay. Seems the coast is clear for now.
We come here looking for a damn alchemist. We find a mass grave.
Go through this way.
What was that? Oh no! We've got intruders! Go after them!
We've been seen.
Okay, we can just hide under here. This time, try and survive.
Spread out! They can't be far! We'll get them! No one's lurking around! Find them! We'll get them!
Might find a thing here.
Okay, these archers are leaving. Carl says, "All right, I'm off for real this time. Been a pleasure chatting with you. At station. Play, take care. Back for buck, and thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in and providing some feedback as well. So thanks for watching, and hope to tune in for the next stream. Okay, I'm gonna try and survive this time. Whoa, man, that sucks. I'm no good at this game, honestly. Okay, I'll try this one more time and then I'll end the stream because I need to get back into this game. I'm so out of practice. I remember getting past this section pretty easy. I don't know why I'm struggling so much.
Soldiers turned bad. That doesn't sound good.
Crows! Anybody want some roasted bird?
Archer, up there.
Yeah, I'll try going the other way.
You just shot a dead body!
I think there's one guy I need to avoid. Just that one over there and that's it.
Right when I shot! Stop playing and keep your eyes open. Or you'll be explaining to Arno why we're empty.
But then it's the archer that's going to be the issue because he can see from a bird's eye view. Turn left and go up the stairs. Yeah, can try it. Then we've got this guy that we need to kind of get distracted. Avoid him, and then there's the guy. There's the archer as well that I need to avoid. Honestly, guys, I fancy my chances going the other way, to be honest. Waiting for the archer to turn around. Let's try going up this way. Like the way there's multiple choice though, so you don't have to stick to one route. There's one guy over here. See how far he comes up.
They haven't found Vodun yet. He's smarter than them. He's alone. They'll catch him eventually. And if they do, Hugo's lost. You're right.
Okay. And that was some pretty bad frame time skips. We'll wait for him to go past and then we can kind of sneak up. Grab some more rocks. Yeah, that guy's dead. He thinks he's seen something, but it's not sure. Just gonna quickly get out of here. Let's go under here just in case someone comes in. Doesn't look like there's anyone around here. Okay, what do we have to do to get out of this section?
Find a camp soldiers. That I can do. But this, nah. You can't fight a plague like this.
Maybe we can create a distraction. Wait for this guy to turn his back. Stay under there until he comes back. Yeah, I already got past that part. This guy doesn't seem to want to go, so we need to create a distraction somehow. Oh, there's a door over there. Okay, I'll see what we need to do. Let's see if we can create a diversion or something.
I wonder
Wait.
how Mother will react to this. She'll deal with it. She's strong. Not strong enough, I'm afraid.
Let's wait for the archer to turn his back and then I'll throw like a pot or something.
What the hell was that noise?
Okay. He's gonna turn his back now. Let's quickly get through.
Alright, I must be hallucinating.
Yes, we made it.
We did. But I'm weary of the thieves, murderers, mercenaries, all the bloody scum that keeps getting in our way.
Chaos rules our lives. They're part of it. And you're getting better at handling them. I see it. You were pretty discreet back there.
Well, better to let live and not risk dying myself.
Okay, so this is just a progression system. I'll get into that another time.
You smell that?
Dead bodies.
What is this place? A hospital?
I think they used to live here.
No wonder they all fell ill. I can't get used to it.
You don't have to.
Damn, there's so many bodies down here. Anyway, let's try and find a way out. I saw some steps going up this way.
Please tell me this is it.
It's gotta be. This guy's still alive. Everyone is dead here.
Oh, Lord. It's a whole city.
The symbol. He's in that tower. He has to be.
Has to. Lucas, crossing this mess won't be easy or quick.
It's the order. A High Magister would just live in a high tower, no?
Let's just get there.
You sure about this?
Well, it's the only way. Just be careful.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna collapse.
Can you stand up?
Trying to...
Oh man, that song just means rats.
Calm down. We're not with those men. You live here?
Yes.
No, my CPU's not on a chiller, it's just on an external radiator. It's kind of an extreme cooling solution, but it's still just generally a normal water cooling solution.
What is that? They're here. Don't drop the torch. As long as you have it, they can't hurt you. What do they want with me? Come to us. We have to go back up. The sun will protect us.
Calm down. You're safe with the light.
All right. Where do they come from?
There's more coming.
A lot more. Keep moving. There's too many. Don't stop. Ignore them. Keep moving.
Yes.
Oh hell no. Rats. I ran the wrong direction at the start, but I should be able to get out the next time. I'll just skip the little cutscene. Because it was such an awkward angle. So I should pretty much skip all of this, because this is all pretty much cutscene anyway, so. I'll just skip all of that. Start running away from the... Nice. Oh, Hell no.
We're done! No. We've got light. We're safe for now. We're safe. We're safe. Calm down. Keep hold of me.
You think we can get out of this?
We must. Let's go carefully. I knew it. I told you they were here.
There are millions of them. How? How can there be so many already?
Hugo, they're here for him.
And that is a lot of rats, man. What they did to that body. On the way through.
Yes, that will hold.
Look, they're climbing.
What? How?
This is so bad.
We get to that tower, get Rhoda, bring him back to Hugo and leave.
My materials. I lost all of it in the fall.
We'll do without.
Yes. Please don't drop that torch.
Yeah, that would be very bad. How many rats there are.
I think we can climb that wall, but I'll need my hands free.
Anything I can you can cross high obstacles and torch in the hand place. Okay, I can just put it here.
No choice.
I can't believe we're leaving the torch behind.
Nasty filth.
What do we do?
Let's use a stick.
It'll burn fast.
We'll keep a straight line.
Yes, very straight.
Come on,
Lucas,
let me see ya.
when night comes,
Yes. Nothing will stop them from getting out.
Why is there so when you game's a little bit unstable when you use ray tracing, but I think I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks very much for all of the feedback. I appreciate you guys tuning in and helping out. So I think I'm happy with the settings for now. Maybe there's a few more things I can do to improve things, but other than that, it was all good. So I appreciate all of you. If you're new, consider subscribing, and if you're not interested in subscribing, hit the like button, or just look out for some of my videos and that might convince you to subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next stream.